Hey friends, it's Dimitri through Brashka Streetwear. Today I'm going to show you how to pack paper type of goods. So because I now sell, vintage items on my web store, a lot of them are kind of pamphlets or, poster type material, sheets of paper. So here's a example. So a customer bought this really cool page from a book, and you could frame it, have it as wall decor essentially. So I haven't really shipped items like that before, so I thought it'd be a good time to make a video, and I'll show you how I do it. So this customer bought that. They bought a sticker pack and a t-shirt, and because this is a combined order, this shipping process is going to be slightly different than what you might do if you ship just an individual piece of paper or a pamphlet or something like that, some kind of paper items. But I'll show you what it looks like for combined. So what I essentially did was I took a piece of scrap cardboard that is related to the dimensions of this. So what I did was, this is essentially a little bit more than 2 times as big as this sheet of paper. And all I do is I put it in there and I close it like this. So there are 3 exposed sides. The reason why I did it like this is because I've seen eBay sellers, because I buy stuff from eBay to hang on my wall, and they just, cut 2 sheets of cardboard and then they put it together, but then they put tape on all 4 sides, and it's actually annoying to open it. I don't like doing that. So what I thought it'd be easier to just get a piece of cardboard. And then what I did was I cut a seam in the middle, like a folding seam on one side. That way the cardboard folds easier. The cardboard is obviously hard to fold because of the ridges, but you don't want to cut all the way through. So after that, all you do is put the paper in the middle, and then here's a cool little detail I made. I printed out my own little label, and I was thinking, how can I make it kind of cool and fun for the vintage section in my store to have some sort of branding. And I was thinking of, doing a stamp or something like that. But then I was like, oh, but I'm still going to have to tape it. And that's just, extra work, more waste, all that stuff. And at the end of the day, this is just someone's buying a vintage item, is obviously used. So it's not necessary to have, have it be branded. But I think it's cool. And that's why, my vintage tab on my store is called Bunker. And how I got that name was, I was thinking, when you go down into like a bomb shelter, a bunker, back then in the Cold War, a lot of, families had them in their backyards. Sometimes nowadays people find them and they go in there and they find vintage items still on shelves. They find canned goods, they find civil defense items. And I was like, oh, that's a perfect name, Bunker. You're going down and you're finding vintage items. So that's how that name came about. And I just print these out myself. This is what I use these 1x1 little tabs for the clothing size labels as well. And what I do is I put it right in the middle, and I kind of pinch this down, put this over like this, and there you go. That's it. This, in my opinion, does not need any more pieces of tape, labels, anything. It's really simple, cool. I guess it's even eco-friendly. It's just a piece of cardboard and it's reused as well. I go through tons of cardboard here. I have lots of boxes that, I get the clothes in. So you can, if you do that, you can just reuse that cardboard. I also actually, when I make the boxes that hold my inventory, when I cut up the sheets to make the dividers, all of that is brand new cardboard, and I have maybe 1/4 of the sheet left over. So I have all this brand new cardboard, and I'm gonna take that and pre-cut these things, so then I have these ready to go when people buy this sort of ephemeral paper kind of products. So I have this, and then I've shown this in videos before, but a good thing to do with this as well is you want to protect the fragile items in the package. So within this order that someone purchased, the fragile things are this and the stickers. So what I would do is I would put this seam into here, and I would fold the shirt over so it's protecting this. And then I also have a bubble mailer, which is even more protection. And I put all this in here. And this should be adequate enough protection for this sort of item that the customer bought. Then I have the packing slip in here. I put that in there, take this off, and put this on. And then I will put a shipping label on here, but that has the customer's info, so I won't do that in the video. But anyways, this is how I would ship a combined order with a t-shirt and paper goods. Now, I might make another video showing how to ship paper goods without a combined order, so no t-shirt or other things that can protect it. But what I would do in that case is I would probably I'll try it out. I'm probably going to use one piece of cardboard like that again, or even two, and then put it in an envelope or a bubble mailer like this, and I think that should be sufficient enough to protect it, because people will still buy stuff individually. And I wouldn't put this type of item in a poster tube because it's going to cost more, and the materials for the poster tube are often more than this, and it doesn't make sense because it's a smaller item. Another thing that you guys might be doing, if let's say that you're not interested in selling vintage items or paper goods, but one thing that you guys might sell is zines, or zines, however you say it, little magazines and stuff like that. A lot of clothing brands, they do that. They print out a special magazine quarterly or something like that, and they sell it on their website. So that is something to think about if you're interested in doing something like that in the future. So it's definitely something to learn, to pack paper goods that way. So anyways, if you guys got any value of this video, leave me a comment below. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.